All right. How we doing? It has been a minute. I'm not gonna lie, it has been a hot minute. Apologies for being away for so long. Like I wasn't planning on being away for that long. Honestly, a little inexcusable if I say so myself. I am hella sick right now. Like I'm popping the strepsils right now. I got my sore throat gargle going on. So I'm super cooked at the moment. The flu has hit me like a truck. But how we doing? Decan, what's good? Good to see you on a live stream. I believe it's a little earlier for you, right? Because of daylight savings. So you're actually kind of works out a little bit. Slythorn, what's good? How we doing? Long time no see. So I do have an excuse, all right? I've been away for a little while, but I do want to say, for those who aren't in the Discord, because I know that for some reason, a lot of you guys hate the Discord or some shit, not entirely sure, but I did graduate last week. Now, I don't think I got the highest GP, I'm not going to lie, but I did decide to dox my dad's height. He's a very, very short king, as we all know. But yeah, I graduated. Honestly, don't feel any different, to be honest. I don't know if anyone in the chat's graduated before, how they feel, but don't really feel like very different, if I'm being completely honest. Jerome, what's good? I'm good, bro. Nah, bro, it just passed midnight. We added an hour, so it's even later for me. Oh shit, damn, you're gonna have to lock in. Hey, LCDG, thank you for the donation, bro. Appreciate that. $1. Let's freaking go. Damn, I'm back after a week and I'm already getting chat donations? What the hell? What is this shit? Maybe I should take more time off. Shubes, what's good? Man's got sore throat and sore knees. That's crazy comment. That's a crazy comment. For those who don't know, Shubes is actually my brother. He's in the chat right now. But yeah, we doxed my dad's height, short king. He's actually 6 foot, so you can only imagine how tall I am, right? I sit down in a chair, so you guys couldn't even see the length of my femurs if you wanted to. But pretty interesting live stream today. A lot has happened. Okay, a lot has happened. So first thing I want to address is Anthropic has officially banned Openclaw usage. All right, so essentially what has happened over the last 2 weeks is Anthropic has actually started reducing the usage that limits for a lot of Claude Code Pro and Max plans. People were saying that they were literally coding for like an hour and their Max plan would literally fill up. It was a huge problem. Everyone was complaining about it. So they went ahead and banned all third-party apps using their OAuth. And this seems to have actually made a difference because I have heard of people on Twitter saying that their usage is actually a lot better now. Personally, for me, I didn't really notice because I'm in Australia. The peak hour time for coding was actually never like in my time zone. So if I wake up and code all day, I wasn't even in the peak zone. So it was perfectly fine for me. But yeah, Anthropic banned Openclaw. Now, Peter Steinberg did come through with an alternative option. He left this in a comment under someone's post complaining about Anthropic. Classic. And he was like, yeah, you can actually set this specific command to set a default. Now, just this morning, he's gone ahead and posted that Anthropic now blocks first-party harnesses too. So yeah, basically bring your own coin is what he's saying. Now, thoughts on GPT 5.4 as orchestrator agent for Openclaw? Yeah, so what I'm actually thinking of doing now is I was going to spend the stream setting this up, but now that this isn't working anymore, I think the plan is actually Google has released Gemma 4. And this is looking pretty interesting. I'm not going to lie. I've been keeping tabs on this. I feel like Google has released a local model that is able to run on your mobile device. It's incredibly powerful. if you look at their benchmarks, it's saying that it's capable on the same tier as Kimi K 2.5, which has over 1 trillion parameters with just a 31 billion parameter model. That is like insane. The difference is like what? My maths is not good today, so let's go ahead and 36 times smaller parameters, and they've got a model that's competing. So what I'm curious on doing today, and what I'm interested in trying, is actually setting up Gemma 4 on my Mac Mini, and maybe getting Codex and Gemma 4 as my new kind of AI models for my Openclaw setup. That's kind of what I'm thinking. On another line as well, looking to continue working on the app factory. Now, a little bit has been delayed with this, I'm not gonna lie. It's a pretty hard challenge, you know, like building something like an app factory. There's like so many moving parts to it, and every single time I work on something else breaks. And you know, let's say there's like 100 moving parts. If one thing breaks, like, and I fix it, another 2 things will break in the 100 moving parts. And it's like, it's actually a lot harder than I thought it would be, but we're still going to push through. We're going to continue. And on another note, we've also been working on, the name is Duo Code for now, but we're planning on changing it. But we've also been working on this, which is basically I'm coining it agentic coding environment. And what I kind of realized is when I was building the app factory, I kept going back and forth between Claude Code and Codex. And I was like, hang on a second, why don't I just build my own environment where I can just have them both talk to each other at the same time? And I would save a lot of time creating PRD documents, doing all sorts of stuff. So that's the other thing that I've kind of been building in the background. In terms of apps, we've got Plant Pulse and Split IOU. 4 of our apps now have been rejected, so gonna have to look into why, and what they're saying, and hopefully we can fix that today as well. But yeah, Automator Lab, I'm doing good, bro. Hope you're doing well as well. How much RAM do you have on the Mac Mini? I don't have much, I'm not gonna lie, but so we might have to use one of their slightly lower models, but I'm pretty sure it's only 16 gigabytes. Mac Mini, it was like the Mac Mini base model. Let me have a look. Yeah, I got this one. So this one is about $1,000, 16 gigabytes. I think we ended up getting 500 gigabytes of storage, but yeah, this is the one we have. It's only 16 gigs. So we're going to see. I know that Google has, and of course, like, it is cherry picked a little bit, but it's impressive to say the least that they can even get a benchmark to look like this with a model that's 36 times smaller. You know what I mean? I think you'll be disappointed with Gemma 4. Really? All right, let's have a look. Let me chuck some music on and let's get cooking. Man, feels good to be live streaming again. Missed y'all, for real. Man, it's getting cold. The moment it starts getting cold here, I instantly get sick. Like, what is that, man? I've been doing so good too. Like, haven't gotten sick in like 6 whole months. This is the first time. All right. So I'm thinking of using Olama just because it's simple. Now I know there's like a few other options like LM Studio or something. But I'm just going to use Olama because I think it is the easiest. So what I'm going to do is When I saw Gemma 4 web test and 3D environment test, it did not look great, bro. Quen 3.5 seems better with the same size models. You reckon? What up, silly lad? Gemma 4 cannot be orchestrator agent. It's too small, not smart enough, not even close. I wasn't planning on making it the orchestrator agent. I was planning on just making it do the heartbeats. Heartbeats and maybe even initiating cron jobs. But I think it could definitely do the orchestrator agent role, because at the end of the day, it's not Openclaw that's doing the heavy lifting. It's the heavy lifting. It's actually the AI agents that are like the codecs, the claudes, all inside of this terminal that are doing all that. So yeah, I'll be interested to see like Anthropic's ban, is that going to affect our App Factory environment at all? Silly lad, glad you're back. Appreciate you, bro. I'm back for good. All right, so let's open up Olama. Let's just copy this. Chuck it in here, man. I gotta get Chrome on here, man. All right, so the easiest way to build with open models, copy this. And then gotta go models, Gemma 4. So what I might actually do is there's obviously all these different models. So I might just take a screenshot and I might open up a new instance. We can go for the App Factory. And I'm just gonna say, oh wait. I'm just gonna say, hold up. Forgot I can't use Whisper Flow on this Mac Mini. Which model can I use best for my Mac Mini environment? 16 gigabytes RAM, 500 gigabytes storage. Have you tried Paperclip yet? It's been awesome for me. No, I haven't yet, but I am definitely looking to. I've heard a lot about Paperclip and Hermes. What are we thinking over Hermes versus Paperclip? Okay. So for your Mac Mini with 16 gigabytes RAM, here's the breakdown of those Gemma 4 models. Okay. So obviously these four with that work on mobile would work on the Mac Mini. This one, tight fit. This one's saying no. So we should maybe do this one. Let's try Gemma 426. Copy this. Now this will be interesting to see if it just completely breaks my Mac Mini or not. I just downloaded Gemma 4. Allegedly, it's the best model. I think it's the best model for its size is what I'm hearing. Now, some people in the chat are saying that Quen is better for its size. So we'll have to actually see. But this is my first time dibbling and dabbling into local models. So it'll be really interesting to see, like, okay, this is how it works. And then we can kind of branch out from there, you know? Let's start on Gemma and then we can improve. I got told that Paperclip was subpar, so I haven't tried it yet, but it sounded like it would save me from reinventing the wheel, working on orc layers. Very different. Paperclip is very similar to your app factory thing. I had Paperclip run overnight a couple nights and it made 50 websites for me, different templates. Yo, what the hell are you doing with 50 different websites, Jerome? What do you need 50 websites for, bro? Is it for A/B testing or what? And does it just completely rinse your AI tokens? Be interesting to see now, like, because everyone would have been using Claude for their Openclaw setups and Paperclip setups. Is everyone just rotating to Codex now? Anthropics. Oh, I need to fix this. Anthropic's new ban on third-party apps as well as native CLI, is that going to affect our app factory setup at all? I'm not aware of a specific Anthropic policy change banning third-party apps. Can you share when you saw that said? Here's what matters for our app factory. That the factory depends on Claude CLI. For every build, access were restricted or removed, that would be a critical blocker. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. This might be bad. Let's have a look. This news is very recent, as of a few hours ago. Hopefully that's not a hindrance, man. Paperclip is so mid. It's not yet polished. Hella bugs. Bulk of the current 47k from Maltboard and fees. Nah, about 10k of that was from Maltboard. If you read the description, it gives you a breakdown. I used Paperclip with Minimax with open code, extremely cheap. The 50 websites I use as drafts for my web business. I'll be offering websites to local businesses soon. Those 50 websites are drafts. I can then edit later with Claude Code to make it awesome. Paperclip uses CLI tools, so it can use official Claude Code or open code or Codex as the brain for each agent. But so does, even right here, Peter Steinberg is saying that Anthropic now blocks first-party harness use too, which he was originally mentioning to use Anthropic through the method of the CLI. So does that mean Paperclip is also screwed? I think maybe. Thanks for sharing. Now I can give you a clear answer. The factory is not affected. Here's why. Your subscription still covers. Our factory uses Claude P. That's Claude Code CLI, which is Anthropic's own first-party product. It's explicitly still covered by your subscription. What's being cut off is a third-party harness like Openclaw and similar tools that wrap the Claude's API using your subscriptions and credentials. Those now require extra usage. This is about detection of apps that pretend to be first-party but aren't. That doesn't apply to us since we're using the actual Claude Code binary. Okay, cool. I think we're good then. Then let's go ahead and just say, I just started up the app factory again by clicking the application. And I'm just wondering, is the application build up to the latest update? Because I've just pressed start on the app factory and it's been building this app for, I'm going to say the live stream is for about 20 minutes now. So can we just check up on what's going on there? This is localhost. All right, let's go ahead and do that. Claude Code is good. Codex GPT 5.4x high is so good, way better, man. You reckon? I've noticed I like vibe coding with Claude and then getting Codex to review it, which is kind of why we're building Duocode, because it kind of just does that automatically rather than going back and forth. And what's interesting about Duocode, I've mainly built it through running experiments. So I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with Andre Karpathy's experiments auto researcher function. He uses it to train LLM models, and he basically says it can run, hundreds, if not thousands of experiments, and your LLM model will just become smarter. And so what people have done, and what I'm actually been doing, is I've been actually using that same sort of, that same loop, but instead of training LLM models, I've been using it to build the app. And so you can see little features like when I go over here, see how it expands, or like even the little toggles down here. You can even press this settings icon and pick all these different settings, tough, fair, dark mode. You can pick like different models. Like this is all just through auto research. Like the amount of time I've actually put towards this app is very minimal for how good it looks. So yeah, even here it says describe if you tell me, and this like kind of switches out. Build me a landing page for. And the next one is write a PRD for my startup idea. Like just little increments have occurred to make this look really nice and feel a bit premium. So yeah, highly recommend if you guys haven't been using Andre Karpathy's auto researcher. It is actually a game changer. All right, we've got a lot going on here, but it looks like Olama has just been installed. Hey. Maybe a bit slow. Does Olama have its own benchmarks? Oh, this is taking a minute. Shit, maybe this model isn't, maybe Mac Mini is not going to be strong enough. Give it a try. Codex is way better. It's not that I don't like Codex, it's just Like Codex is good, but I feel like Claude feels more agentic. You know, Claude feels more fun to play with. You'll need an M5 Max for fast inferencing. Damn, do I need to upgrade already? This is taking way too long. Maybe we need to try a lower model. Maybe we got to try this one. What was the recommendation that we got? So easily same as E4B. So we could do this one. So we could do this one for our heartbeats. And then we could swap to Codex. Do you guys find that using Codex for your Openclaw, are you guys, is the subscription enough? Or not really? Like what subscription are you guys on? Are you on the $200 a month one or? Dude, Nvidia takes up so much electricity and their pricing is crazy right now though. Damn, I need to get more RAM, dude. I need to get more RAM. Oh, I replied. It's still thinking. Hello. How can I help you today? Okay, yep, too slow. Let's go ahead and do E4B. /buy. Okay, let's try this. Because that's obviously not going to work. Every time I tried connecting Openclaw to Openclaw, it kept having me do the API key. Yeah, because they've just banned it, bro. Anthropic literally yesterday just banned subscription, all third-party applications using it. Minimax? It's so much tokens per 5 hours that I have never saturated it, even when I made those 50 websites. Interesting. What would you say the quality level is compared to these more higher tier models like Claude and Codex? GLM coding. Okay, let's go ahead and look into... Where did I send that message? Here's what I found. You're running the packaged app, not the dev server. That means it's using whatever code was baked into the last DMG. There is no easy method for me to currently switch to the dev server. Can we merge the dev and app package? Actually, let's just see what it says. What are your suggestions? Kimmy K 2.5 coding plan is Sonnet Plus. Nah, I don't know, man. I don't know about that one. Kimmy K 2.5 definitely didn't feel like Sonnet for me when I was using it. GLM 5.1 heard is as good as Opus 4.5 or slightly better. Interesting. Okay. You have a couple of options. I start the server right now. Fix in front of you. The package app might actually be fine for now. Let's it should be fine for now. The real. Let's rebuild the packaged app and get it up to date with the dev server. Kimmy K 2.5 is so ass. GLM is better, but their coding plan speeds are too slow, so you can't use it at all. It's interesting the names that everyone has a different opinion on this. It's so funny. Like some guy will come in and they'll just be like so dead on for GLM, and they'll be like, GLM is the best. And then someone else is going to come and be like, Quen is the best. Obviously I'm here like Claude is the best. Someone else is in here saying Codex is the best. Like everyone has a different opinion on this matter. It's so funny. Yo, Nose Knight, what's good? I used Sonnet and Kimmy K a lot recently. I actually prefer Kimmy K 2.5. Interesting take. I remember when I first used Kimmy K 2.5, I also thought it was decent, but I feel like they quickly nerfed it. Like it is very different to what it used to be, in my opinion. Yo, O-Kick, what's good? Long time no see. Claude is the actual best, but I don't have 200 USD per month, lol. Yeah, okay, well there you go. Everyone getting emotionally attached to their AI agents. Pretty much. And it makes sense, you know. You're literally spending hours upon hours every single day building your apps. And obviously you find, you fall in love with the model that you use, you know. I think it depends though, like how many different models have you used? I don't think I've used that many. The main two that I've used is Codex and Claude. I did use a lot of Kimmy as well. And that's about, and Gemini of course. And that's about as far as I go with my models. Let's have a look at this. Is okay, so we got this running. Let's see if it's faster. Hey. Loading. Okay. Definitely faster. Hey there, how can I help you? Let's go. All right, we got our first local model running. Now, let's go ahead and ask, who are the greatest philosophers of all time? Top 5. Here's a thinking process that leads to the suggested response. The request. The user is asking, identify the core problem constraint. Determine the goal. It's interesting to see how it thinks. I really want to install this on my phone, you know. The thought in my head keeps popping up of like, dude, imagine if we ever come into an apocalypse, dude. Imagine we're in World War III and shit's going crazy. We lose access to internet. You've got a local model that you can run on your phone and ask it questions about, you know, survival. The top 5, a broad influential survey. Plato is number 1. Aristotle is number 2. Immanuel Kant is 3. Rene Descartes. Siddhartha Gautama, the Buddha. Interesting. Yo. Notable honorable mentions. Dude, this is cool. This is cool. All right, let's ask something like completely left field. Like, let's ask something about. Okay. Let's talk about, when do you reckon it's trained up until? Like, how recent is his training model? Socrates is in honorable mentions, which is a good point. Confucius, Nietzsche, John Locke, Epicurus, Stoic. Dude, this would surely be first, right? Maybe I'm biased. Let's go. I'm having problems with my car. The engine light is on. Mercedes C200 2016. What are the first things I should check? And what do you think it could be? Most common issues. All right, let's see. This is a completely different question now. I just want to see like how far are its lengths. I love that. I'm an AI, not a mechanic. All right, bro, relax. Okay. Absolute disclaimer, I'm an AI, not a certified mechanic. Okay, thank you. The check engine light is the most vague warning sign possible because it simply means the car's computer has registered a fault code. It doesn't tell you what is wrong. It just, that something is wrong. Immediate step, do not panic. I mean, yo. Ask it to build a website or something. All right. We'll use localhost 5777. Please build. Let me actually whisper flow this. Please build a simple landing page for my Vibecoding business where I teach people about AI and how to use it to code and build apps. I want an overall dark theme. Let's do green and white with modern and minimalistic design. All right, that was a shit prompt, but let's see how we go. I didn't specify which localhost. It's all right. Maybe you can figure it out. C200 W car Mini C63. Hey, nice. Where are you based? I'm based in Australia, Sydney. Car wash is 10 meters away. Should I walk there or drive there? That's a classic. All right, let's see. All right, this is a fantastic concept. The key to a landing page is this space is not to teach about AI, but to teach about about the outcome of AI, speed capability. Okay. Please build a simple landing page for my Vibecoding. Is it going to go ahead and build a website? I might need to double prompt it. This is not looking like it's building a website. Now, please, build the website on localhost. Maybe. That would be kind of lame. If it only output the code. Since I cannot access, I will provide you with a complete single... Nah, I don't want that, man. Alright. So I can't build websites. Let's go... Let's ask this question. Car wash is 10 meters away. Should I walk there or drive there? It's going to tell me to walk, isn't it? Oh no. Oh no, it's going to tell me to walk there. You should absolutely walk. Nice. All right. Well, how are we going to expect Gemma 4 to be able to answer that question when Opus 4.6 can't even answer it correctly? I think what I want to do now is, I think they have a command for running it on Openclaw, right? Where did it go? I feel like I'm pretty sure it's this one. Okay, cool. So the model that we want is probably E4B, right? I've already forgotten. E4B, yep. Press tab. Is this... Yeah, okay, let's see. Because the issue that we're having right now has been configured with Openclaw gateway is already running. Okay, so now the problem that I had in my Openclaw setup, if we look here, is it just stopped working. Yeah, it's just repeating the same thing over and over again. So let's go ahead and try to talk to it. Yo. Openclaw's typing. Yo, what's up, doobie? Hey, all right, there we go. Just like that. We've connected Openclaw to our local AI model. Cool. Write me a short script for a short form video around vibe coding and how Apple is cracking down on it. Do it in my tone of voice. All right, let's see. Let's see how good Gemma 4 is at script writing. I ran a very simple heartbeat with a very simple AI model before. That was fast. Apple is literally trying to kill vibe coding, and honestly, I get why. So here's what's happening. Apple just pulled multiple vibe coding apps from the App Store. Replit got blocked from pushing updates. An app called Anything got straight up removed, and vibe code got hit too. Their reason, these apps let you generate and run code inside the app, which breaks Apple's rules. They can't review code that doesn't exist yet. But here's the part no one's talking about. See, I hate when it says that. That's a telltale that it's AI. Vibe coding apps help people build web apps that bypass the App Store entirely. No 30% cut for Apple. No review process, nothing. So yeah, it's about safety and guidelines. I'd probably give this script like a 5 out of 10. But hey, we got it running. Like if we can, let's try down here. Let's see if this works. So we've got Nova, this skill installed, and it actually helps us. Nova down here. Who are my top competitors on YouTube this week? And what videos have they posted that are outliers? The biggest outliers. This is probably the biggest use case for me in Openclaw right now. So if this works well through a local model, then this will be interesting. Can you ask it to do stuff like open websites or research? I mean, it's doing research right now, so let's see. You can even see these 2 scripts that I wrote last week. While that's running, because that might take a minute, let's go ahead and close this. Oh yeah, here's the app version of Vibecoding as well, by the way. Let's see if it even works. So this is what it looks like. You can see on the left-hand side, Claude is sort of writing or reviewing, and then Codex is reviewing. And they're just going to go back and forth with each other. Now, I'm not sure if this is actually even going to work right now because it didn't work last time. Yeah, I don't think it's working. It's usually faster than that. Let's go ahead and push all these changes live and rebuild the app. Yeah, I don't think this is working. Good to know that the stop button works though, on a positive note. Let's see what we have here. Okay, so huge week. 2 massive stories are dominating your niche right now. Okay, yo, that's recent. That's very recent. So it did the research. Anthropic blocked Openclaw from Claude subscriptions. That's very, very recent. That's within a day. So, okay, the research it did. Effective April 4 yesterday, Claude Pro Max plans can no longer be used with Openclaw or any third-party agent framework. You now need pay-as-you-go billing separate from your subscription. Boris Cherny, head of Claude, announced it on X, says it puts outsized strain on systems. This is directly impacts you and your audience, of course. Openclaw killer, paperclip AI, another relevant topic. Open source orchestration for 0 human companies. Competitor outlier videos this week, Riley Brown AI. Hard to get specific video titles from search, but this channel page was active this week. His niche Claude code tutorials is directly, okay. So I wasn't able to get a specific videos, but I was able to find multiple mid-tier creators going viral with, they blocked Openclaw, now what? Posted yesterday, writing the breaking news wave. Wasn't able to tell us who. Usually it is. Claude code plus paperclip just destroyed Openclaw. Our agent is not enough. One agent is not enough. Agentic coding beyond Claude code. Interesting. Claude code was just leaked. Whoa. Best vibe coding tools in 2026. Only one can build anything. Interesting. So it's able to find the videos that are doing well. It was able to find one channel outlier. It was able to find trending topics, but it wasn't able to pinpoint the channel that posted that video. Broader AI YouTube. What this means for you, the 2 hottest video topics right now. So how is it able to digest the research that it's just provided me? This is your story to tell. You literally run your whole pipeline on Claude plus Openclaw. How does this pricing change affect your 100K challenge? What's your plan B? This is breaking news plus personal stakes. Film today. 5+ creators already posted takes, but most are surface level. You actually use Openclaw daily, a genuine comparison from someone with real experience would crush. Your vibe coding is dead script is even more relevant now. The Anthropic block plus paperclip emergence is literally proving the shift from vibe coding to agentic orchestration in real time. Okay, I think this is decent. This is decent. Alex Finn recommends using 4.6 still as orchestrator, GPT 5.4 for coding, and GPT 5.4 or GLM 5.1 for everything else. Be nice if you could get it to find the exact video. Yeah, I agree. So I've done this before. So if we scroll up a little bit, let me see. I've done this before and it did a really good job of who my competitors were. See, look, it was able to find Devin Caherly, Fireship. Everyone knows who Fireship is. Pat Walls, Start a Story. Also very good. Riley Brown. So it was able to find competitors. The challenge now is it wasn't doing that. So I think there is obviously a difference, but then again, still very impressive. It was able to find a literal relevant news. So the way that I look at this now is maybe this is good for bite-sized information. Like maybe I could get this to do like bite-sized snippets of news. Thoughts on Quen 3.6? Haven't tried it yet, so that'll kind of be the next thing to test out. I guess we're just gonna have to run through these different models and see like what's good. All right, now let's go back over here. So this is rebuilding. Sheldon App Factory. Let's go ahead and close. All right, we got local Olama working on our Openclaw. That's one thing done today. So we can close that out. Next thing is actually looking into why did Warranty Vault get rejected? The app contains hidden features. Learn more about accurate metadata requirements. Revise the app to follow these requirements. Once the app is fully compliant, resubmit. Wait, what? Your app facilitates the transmission and or storage of a virtual currency, but was submitted by an app developer program account registered to an individual, which is not appropriate for the App Store. Your app must be submitted through an app developer program account enrolled as an organization. You may either enroll in a new... Okay, so... Virtual currency. Interesting. So... That's interesting. So it's basically saying finance tools are not appropriate for my developer account. Thing is, I don't think Warranty Vault mentions cryptocurrency, does it? I don't think it did. Learn more about requirements of app with cryptocurrency related services. What the hell? Dude, I'm like pretty sure Warranty Vault isn't cryptocurrency related. Let me have a look. Yeah, look. I think I got the screen share working, by the way. So check this out. Where does this show cryptocurrency? You open up here. Where does it show cryptocurrency? I'm confused. You add a note. You summarize your thing. Where is cryptocurrency on this app? That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Let me have a look. So it said, don't include any hidden, dormant, or undocumented features in your app. Should be clear to end users and app review. All new features, functionality, and product changes must be described. What the hell? This is what's kind of popping up. All right, let's go to the app factory, which is not showing correctly. Let's see why. App is now rebuilt. Why is it not opening? Yes. Oh, the frustrations. What does your keyword say for the app? What do you mean? Where? Let me see. That's really weird, man. I really would have thought that. Does it mention crypto? I don't think it does. Where do I check? Hang on. It says warranties, dialogues, your vision, iOS, alerts, editing, scan, place, receipts, easy info. What about in here? Description. Never miss a warranty claim. Scan receipts with AI. Get notifications. Simply no privacy focus. Dude. I'm so confused as to business payments, crypto currencies. What? Is it because... No, I'm confused. I'm just going to have to copy this. And I'll ask Codex Review. Our Warranty Vault app just got rejected. Now this is from the old code base, so might be a bit tricky to find. But can we look into why it got rejected and look into the code as well? Here is everything that they said in the report. Okay. Both of these got rejected. Let's have a look if the thing works. Match mind. Hold up, be right back. Gotta blow my nose. Your app version was rejected and no other items submitted can be accepted or approved. You can make edits to your app version below. Apple is weird, dude. Apple is so weird and strict. It's kind of annoying. From what you showed us, I don't think so either. Yeah, I have no idea why it's making that. What's Codex saying? I'm looking at the build reviews artifact. I found a concrete factory level root cause too. But the app code doesn't implement them. Okay. Anyway, it's looking into it. Hello, thank you for submitting the new app, Mashmind, for review. We noticed some issues that require your attention. Please see below. It's interesting, the people reviewing the app, they all speak differently. If you have any questions, we're happy to help. Reply to this message in App Store Connect and let us know. The app exhibited one or more bugs that would negatively impact users. The app showed an error message when we tapped on Scan Photo button. Okay, so that's the Gemini API not working. The app did not show any photos that we had in the photo library for chat coach feature. Okay. Okay, let's try this. I've got Matchmind right here. This is my bio. Let's see if this AI feature works. It's working fine for me. Working perfectly fine for me. Hang on. Interesting. It worked fine for me, so I'm not too sure what's going on. Let's try it. Might need to get Codex to review it again. What's it saying? Please do so. Can you also put it in the new app factory so we can deploy it autonomously like we do with our other projects? Miss you, bro, Doobie. Hey, miss you too, silly lad. Play Store is even weirder. They can ban you forever if their AI decides you broke their terms of service. So Apple is best what there actually is. Really? Dude, that's so harsh, man. These guys are harsh, dude. Matchmind, I'm not entirely sure why. It's working perfectly fine on my test flight. Oh, there's another option. Third-party AI service, but the app does not clearly explain what data is sent. Identify who the data is sent to. Okay, that's fair. Okay, that's fair. That's actually very constructive feedback. I appreciate that. So I'm gonna go ahead into Sheldon and just paste this in here. Fix and rebuild. So now if I go into dashboard, there it is right there. Now, I give this a refresh. Has been stuck on building for ages. Now I wonder if this, because we usually only let it do one project at a time at the moment. So now that there's two working on, is that working? I see that factory side now working on fixing Matchmind's App Store rejection. Sent it back to build. I see the issue now that has been stuck in loop, just doing review status check every 5 minutes without actually building anything. It only just picked up Matchmind for a rejection fix. Let me look at why projects in build phase aren't getting picked up. Don't tell me the Claude CLI isn't working. Don't tell me the Claude CLI isn't working. I swear to God, man. Is this okay? So this is operating. I might go ahead and start. Because OpenCode is open source, right? So what we could do is we could run 100 experiments. I want you to run. Actually, let's wait for this. Unless we've got another tab that's also ran experiments. Because there's actually a bit of setup involved. So we'll probably just run it through the same chat. This has been going for nearly 20 minutes now. It's taking its sweet time. I love that your factory has a section for reviews and fixes after submissions. Yeah, of course, because there's been that many times that it's broken that I know that I need to have that. So you can just paste everything in here. Let's see focus flow. It says rejected. I haven't even submitted it yet, so yeah. There's a bit of cleanup involved for sure. All right, we've got 3 chats running simultaneously right now. I think we can archive some of these. Okay, this is the reviewer. Review the current state of the app factory and any issues you see. Make sure to read claude.md as there are 2 app factories. One is the old version, so it is easy to get confused. Okay, it opened this up. This is a good sign. So that would have been through Codex, I believe. I'm debating getting a Mac. Do it, bro. Like for personal usage and AI stuff. I mean, it depends what you're using right now. What are you using right now? Is there... Dude, Mac is winning the game in terms of laptops at the moment. Like, I would never recommend anyone to get a Windows currently as we speak. Just doesn't make any sense. Mac is way better value. Okay, let's see. What else can we work on? I might need to get this set up. So what I did, get shit done. If you review the Talin workspace, we had get shit done and auto researcher up working to create improvements for the app. I love this method, by the way, now, guys. It's so good. Auto Researcher is used to train LLMs by doing a plethora of experiments and seeing what works and what doesn't. Now, this same approach can be applied into essentially anything, and basically want to recreate that loop for app testing with features and debugging and etc. Okay, this one's done. Good, it's actually running now. The orchestrator is processing inches. Okay, there we go. The factory works, it's running Claude CLI. Perfect. The earlier crash was likely the same thing. So how can we avoid this crash in future? I believe this is due to me not having used the app for over 7 days. This caused it to crash or stale session. Not fully sure. How can we make sure this does not happen again? Okay. All right. We're rolling. What happened to the Solana phone Kaushi thing? Oh, it flopped, bro. It flopped. Yes, Sway. It was called Sway. And we probably spent 15 days vibe coding it, and it flopped. You win some, you lose some, man. Yo, capturing the third. Where you been, bro? I mean, to be fair, I haven't been the most active either. But where you been, bro? What's cooking, bro? What are you working on nowadays? Okay, so we got literally 4 instances working at the same time right now. I'm just wondering, can we do a 5th instance? Please continue. Yo, this is taking ages. No build, the background task likely completed, but output wasn't captured. Let me run it fresh in foreground. This from April 2, old build. Let me check if the current build is still running or if it completed failed. Build keeps failing. Oh, these are done. And finish. What remains? Manual is unchanged. In the review, they mentioned stuff around potential crypto and virtual currencies. Did we resolve this? And do you know why they said that in the review? Okay, so it's done a review. There's a few options. Yes, please initiate both. Next steps. Okay, nice. Starting build phase. Okay, so we resolved what was code fixable, but not the 3.15 ruling itself. I did not find any crypto or virtual currency functionality in Warranty Vault. The app code is a warranty tracker with receipt scanning and normal app store subscriptions. Like, are they tripping? The paid flow is just store kit, and I found no wallet, token, blockchain, coin, or crypto code. Removed misleading premium. I can't prove the exact trigger from local code alone. On the code base, this looks like a reviewer or automated misclassification, not a real crypto issue. Okay. Okay, well, can we add it to the app factory pipeline as an active project so I can manually deploy our next patch? Same stuff, mostly just polishing my service. I finally upgraded to a M5 Pro after using a M1 2020 for the last 6 years. Oi, bro, that would feel night and day difference, man. That's like that's a huge upgrade, bro. The difference is wild. It's like I'm using a totally different beast, bro. I was there thinking the idea was a banger. Just if you had funding for marketing and instead of Solana phone on iOS and Android and web, would have gone crazy. Oh, cheers, bro. Appreciate that. Yeah, man. It's tough. It's tough because you're competing against people who have, mad bags of funding. Like Kaushi literally has billions of dollars in revenue coming through. So yeah, it's tricky. It's tricky for sure. And honestly, the margins weren't great either, because when we were using their API, they would take like these microtransaction fees, and when a user goes in and puts through $1, they would take like 10 cents. So the user was only realistically winning 90 cents no matter what. So it was, I don't know, it just felt weird. It was like, where do we even put our margins in, You may have to respond to their feedback and ask why. I'm going to try a second run. And if they come back and say that, I'm gonna have to ask why. Yeah. Doc, what's good? I'm doing well. How are you, brother? What am I building? I'm building a couple things right now. Autonomous App Factory is one of them, and a agentic coding environment is another. If you click on upgrade in the Warranty Vault app, isn't there something about crypto then? I don't think so. Upgrade. What's it say here? Upgrade to save unlimited items. Unlimited usage, cloud sync, smart reminder, export and share, ad free, yearly and monthly plan. There's nothing crypto here. This is like the default Apple kit. Looks like it's opened up this, which is a good sign. Let's have a look at what's coming through. That was the manual test run from earlier. It got terminated when we killed the process to rebuild, not an issue since the fixes. New code. Okay. If you say so. All right, what's this saying? Excellent. Now I have the full picture. Let me synthesize this. I see a few directions this could go. So, okay. For those that are tuning in just now, we've just gotten Get Shit Done and Kapathi's Auto Researcher installed into one terminal. I should probably universally install it, but anyway, what we should do, actually, let me prompt it right now. Can we create a skill, a universal skill that incorporates this idea with the combo of Get Shit Done alongside auto research loop. That way, if I start a new instance, I can just prompt it to use the skill. Yo, Bake, what's good, brother? Where were you lost, brother? How's my man doing? That's fire. Bro, I'm always lost, man. Come on, you know me. I've been using Paul and Carl rather than Get Shit Done. Bro, always a new one, man. I'm only just getting onto Get Shit Done. Task Manager is another one I've been using. What a good tool to screenshot your iOS app. That's the only thing I'm worrying about. Like, I want to make the app good. I mean, you can always just use the simulator here. Apple has like a default simulator you can use, which works really well. Wait, what? You're building an agentic code platform? Yes, sir. I just feel like when I use someone else's, I keep running through tedious tasks, and I'm like, you know what? Maybe I should just build my own that works for me. Have you tried the new skill yet? Codex skill for Claude Code? No, I haven't. What's that? What's this? This is a good sign that this has popped up. Alright, so this is saying, so I can manually deploy our next patch. Okay. If I give this a refresh. Hey, this is cool. It got blocked. So this is the latest update. I don't see warranty vault in here though. So if I take a screenshot. Don't see warranty vault in here. And I might even just copy this. Okay. What's this one saying? That one's good. What's this one saying? Yes, please initiate both next steps. Dude, Codex is goated, bro. I can stay on this and tell you what the current match mine review finishes and whether the next loop picks up. Look into the review phase. Matchmind has failed review and gone back to build. Look at this phase carefully. Is it passing properly and working how we intended. Oh no. Checking the screenshot in the live data. Oh no, this is bad. This is exactly what I was telling you not to do. So we have two app factories, the old one and the new one. The new one is what we're working on right now, okay? And what you're trying to do is you're trying to get the old app factory to go live into our current new app factory server. That's not what we're looking to do here. Warranty Vault was built on the old app factory. Now, to make it super simple, I think we should just launch the old app factory on a new local host. Give me the URL and I will just deploy it through that old app factory and we can operate like that, because maybe it's too much effort to try and merge it into the new one. Leave the current local host as is. This is the new app factory. I don't want you tinkering with it. Official codex skill for Claude Code. What does it do though? Like, what does it actually do? You mean you'll use API tokens of AI models? Huh? Not gonna lie, I've been really digging Opus and Claude. Dude, Opus is goated, bro. 47K revenue is crazy. What's the profit, by the way? We're probably sitting at, I mean, what? I've been vibe coding for what, 3 months now? If we're spending like 2.5 grand first month, we probably spent a grand. Second month, a grand. Third month, we're looking at 4.5K. So profit margin's pretty high. Been a while. What's the application open called? Conductor? Yeah, this is called Conductor on the left-hand side. This is our current agentic coding environment. Now, I'm in the middle of building my own, so... But this is something I really like. Let's have a look over here. Verified, both DMGs are already at. Never lets me open the file for some reason. Let me see. 02.0 DMG. Why are there multiple builds? Which one should I use? What's this one? I think this is old. Archive this. So this is Intel. This is for Apple Silicon. Okay, let's do this one. ARM64. Yo, where'd it go? Dude, I was literally here a second ago. The hell? Where did it go? Did it delete? Did they delete a file? The hell? Where is the build located? File looks moved or deleted. The hell, so random. I was literally on the file, the folder where the build was, and it looks like it's just randomly deleted it. Anyway, let's see if this built the skill. The /experiment skill is created and ready. Here's what it does. what it is, a universal skill that combines Kapathi's auto research with Get Shit Done's context engineering, and any new Claude Code instance can be pointed at a code base and told to experiment, and it will autonomously set up. Oh, awesome. To use it, start a new workspace, point it at any, okay. Run/experiment. Let's go. And I kind of want it to actually compare it with Opencode's source code and just be like, on the Opencode open source repo, and see what features and elements they have that could improve our agentic coding environment that we have not thought of. Now this is a really bad prompt, so I'm actually going to go into ChatGPT and spruce it up a little bit. So I've created a agentic coding environment, and it basically gets Codex 5.4 and Opus 4.6 to talk to one another every single time I make a prompt. So this saves me the hassle of having to go back and forth between the two. And what I'm starting to realize is I actually built this from scratch, okay, by providing a PRD document. Now, I do know that there is an open source coding environment called Opencode, which has really good overall consensus. Everyone really likes using Opencode. So I'm just wondering, and I guess what I'm trying to do here is I want to create a prompt where we have a skill that my Claude Code uses called experiments, where it runs 100 experiments based off of a certain theme or direction that I pointed at. What I kind of want to construct in this prompt is basically giving it direction on looking at Opencode and seeing, like, are there security things? Are there, features that we need to have? Are there certain things that need to be in an agentic coding environment that we haven't thought of that Opencode has in the open source repo? And then I might even just copy. Let's see how that goes. Get Hermes agent working. Yo, what do we actually, let me start a quick poll, because I'm curious where people's heads are at on this topic. What is the best right now? We're going to have Openclaw, we're going to have Hermes, and we're going to have Paperclip. And I'm curious to hear your thoughts. What do you guys reckon is the best currently as we speak? It's quality assurance for Claude Code, exactly what you're doing manually. Okay, interesting. I'll have to check it out. Okay, we've got 50% on Openclaw, 50% on Hermes. No one on Paperclip? Okay. Write a prompt for me to send to Opus 4.6 in .md format. Okay. All right, let's do this. Copy open code. Comparison. I'll call it open code feature comparison. All right, this is a fat prompt. Let's see. Oh, hang on a second. It just gave me a format. Didn't actually give me the freaking thing, the dog. Write a precise prompt with everything that I mentioned in that I wanted for open code in a .md format. The best thing about Hermes is its auto learning features. Also, when you using OpenAI for formats, do you come across the issue after a while of the chat being too bloated? If so, do you create a new chat? And if so, how do you make sure the format of your prompts? Yeah, I just create a new chat, dude. Format the prompts. I mean, I just use Whisper Flow to just ramble, and then I'll tell it to just iron out my rambling into a prompt. Oh, this is too much, man. I think it's gone too crazy. Let me go a new chat. I want you to create a .md prompt for me based off of this information. A clean, simple. Okay, here we go. Okay, nice. This is perfect. This is way better prompt. Yo, Openclaw winning. We got 3 votes in right now. Openclaw is winning. Hermes is second. No one believes in paperclip, apparently. If Hermes' best quality is auto learning features, isn't that something that could be added into Openclaw via skills/scripts? Yeah, 100%. But I think what's interesting about Hermes is it's baked into its framework. Yo, Openclaw is winning right now. Paperclip and Hermes seem to be tying. All right, let's lock this. All right, let's lock this in. Build already verified and confirmed. Here, there it is. So we want this one. Let's see if this works. Replace. See, I feel like it's frozen. Maybe I'll let this run in the background and we can see. What the hell is localhost 333? What's going on here? Okay. This is not good. What's going on? Why is localhost 7778 reset and showing me onboarding? Apps built, not showing. Are no longer showing. You broke something. Gotta blame it. What's your workflow? Nose Night. Yo, what's the poll at? We got 67% Openclaw, Paperclip 22%, Hermes 11%. Interesting. So it looks like majority is still banking on Openclaw right now. It could also just be the fact that less people have used the other tools. All right, let's see if this is continuing. This seems to be pausing randomly. Let's actually open. 3 minutes now for a simple hey request. For a simple hey prompt. Looks frozen. Okay. Verification skipped, API unavailable. What's this for? Why? Which API is unavailable? Okay, cool. 17 issues. OpenRoute API. We don't want to use OpenRouter anymore. We want to use Codex API/OAuth directly. I killed the running server. I restored local. So the root cause was I interrupted the new factory or data source. Only has 3 pro. So we'll not show old shipped apps. Okay, cool. So apparently localhost is running. The old factory is running, which has warranty vault. is new warranty vault patch deployed and ready for submission. Please fix them all. Okay, experiments running here. We are... Now let me research the existing pieces in parallel. I've launched 4 research agents: OpenCode, auto research, existing experiment skill to investigate. Okay, nice. Dope. Alright, I'm gonna close the poll in like 5 minutes. Looks like Openclaw is winning by a landslide though, I'm not gonna lie. Have you run into the issue of your agent doing a task and waiting for you to message for it to continue, and how did you fix this? I mean, that's just vibe coding, no? Constantly having to prompt. There's tools out there like Ralph, Auto Researcher, like I'm doing right here, where you can just get it to do tasks like continuously, back to back. All 4 background agents are done. Everything they found has already been incorporated into the V2.0 skill. Upgrade is complete and ready to use. Oh, it's messed up. This prompt, okay. I want you to run 100 experiments on the Duo Code agentic coding environment app that we have built. And I want you to base the direction of these experiments on the Opencode open source repo. And I want you to look into, what are some features that they have that we're missing? Are there certain security things? Are there certain attachments, certain code that they have that we should implement for our agentic coding environment? Didn't work the way that I wanted it to. Can you deploy it? Are you using Opus through API keys now, I assume? No, I am not. The new patch doesn't seem to affect the app factory. Are you talking about your agent waiting for a yes from you to continue? Yes, that's what I was talking about. Yo, AHA and Zach Test, you guys have like the exact same PFP, so I keep thinking you're the same person. Why would I need Anthropic if we have Codex for review? And it should already have the credentials. Claude is running in the background. Short gridding will always get an instant parallel response, no 3-minute iteration. The thing is though, the 3 minutes iteration isn't even... I want you to look deeper into this because it's now been 10 minutes and there still hasn't been a response. So clearly it's broken and not working correctly. Claude letting me down today, man. Codex is doing all the heavy lifting right now. We have Codex CLI. We have Codex CLI working natively. Can we use that? That's the old DMG mounted directly, not installed to applications and critically. It was launched Thursday. Okay. Let's do this. San Francisco duo code. Open the location for me. For some reason this location opener doesn't work. I don't know why. Okay. Opening. Jose, how we doing, brother? Long time no see. You're still using through Anthropic membership? Yeah. I use everything through Claude Code Max membership. Alright, ending the poll. We have the final results. Openclaw, 71%. Paperclip, 24%. Hermes, 5%. So majority of people still find Openclaw to be the main tool. Pretty interesting. Failed to start. Okay. Let's go ahead and show that. We have 5 instances running currently. All right. Done. The verify now uses Codex exec directly. No. Please make these changes live immediately. Okay, upload succeeded. I'm restarting the live running now, so the running orchestrator reloads the patched review logic. Okay, cool. Give this a refresh. Weird how focus flow is not showing as rejected down here. Gel Gum, how we doing, bro? Haven't seen you in a minute. What are you working on today? We're still working on the app factory because there's a lot of bugs. And I think we can close. Stop. We can close this. Okay, what's this saying? Okay, cool. Verification now uses Codex CLI. Perfect. Okay, I think next we can look into what are some. Let's go into plan mode and let's go to apps. I think we need to create another phase. As you can see here, we have currently, out of the 8 apps that we have submitted, 6 to 7, I forgot which ones I showed you in the screenshot. A good chunk of them have been rejected. So what I am curious about is, can we brainstorm an additional phase to include into the app factory at the very end that reads through all of the Apple documents and looks into minimizing these rejections as much as possible. Now, we're trying to get to a level where only 1 in 10 apps get rejected. Currently, it's looking like it's like 60-70% of apps are getting rejected. So we want to create a gate that prevents our apps from getting rejected. And then I'll probably link, like, when you go in here, they linked us a document. Guidelines. If we go to introduction, and then we can copy this and out of here. Okay. What model do you have as your main orchestrator in your workspace? I've swapped it out for Python. Believe it or not. And Python, basically, the workspace specifically for the app factory works slightly differently now. If you were earlier in the live stream, I changed the Openclaw agent to Gemma 4 and Codex 5.4. Now for the app factory, the apps run through a Python script. If you couldn't tell, I'm obviously quite sick right now. It's been pretty tough, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, what's here? Can you deploy it? And can submit through App Store Connect now. sure all changes are live. We could probably add it to the pre-existing. Okay, the next thing that I want you to do is I want you to look into all the different things that make the app factory work. I'm talking Xcode. I'm talking the simulation, the simulator app that Apple provides. I'm talking the Claude Code CLI, Codex CLI. All these different moving parts are needed for the app factory to work successfully. Now, I've noticed in the onboarding, obviously, it's not thorough enough. So a new user coming in follows the onboarding correctly, they're still not going to know, oh, Claude CLI is needed. They're still not going to know, oh, Codex CLI is needed. So can we actually create like a bit of a checklist on the onboarding phase and implement these things? Implement all the moving parts necessary. It could just be a document with a checklist next to it. Each point provides the necessary resources and step-by-step guide. Starting up. It got up to experiment 11 and then stopped. Interesting. Same issue. Let me get Codex involved. Claude is letting me down today. We rebuilt the app twice now, and Claude couldn't fix it. This is for Duo Code. Please look into why this might be happening and fix. Okay, this is saying, okay, I'm thinking instead of adding a new phase, can we actually implement these exact strategies into the already existing Codex review phase And this will help us, I guess, minimize the number of phases and also just like make it feel a bit cleaner. And let's make this a high priority when it comes to the reviews as well, because obviously there's already a lot of things that the Codex review agent looks into, and I think we should prioritize this specifically. Less moving parts is a good thing, you know. I'm not trying to add to it. We haven't looked at trends in a while. How many downloads has our Plant Pulse app gotten? 23 downloads so far. Okay. Not bad considering we've had zero marketing whatsoever. Plan, add app store compliance checks to Codex review. Approve. Let's run that. I realized what I was missing on skills. What were you missing, Silly Lad? Old failed agent already completed all 20 experiments directly, continuing with the remaining 80 executing now. Continue with the experiments. So what did Codex think the issue was with geocode? I'm checking the screenshots first to understand the failure mode, then I'll rename the branch. Is at app startup, not a UI regression. I'm renaming the branch now. Okay, looks like it's fixing it. Dude, Codex is carrying this session right now. I'm not gonna lie. Have they nuked Claude recently? Not using them, they make everything easy. Yeah, skills are great, man. Skills are really, really good, dude. Highly recommend using skills. Like, dude, would you believe, I mean, you can't see the UI, but would you believe that I one-shotted the duocode UI? Like, I have not sent it anything other than a single prompt to build it. I haven't iterated the UI that much or anything. Like, it was purely one prompt because of all the skills that we had. We had the G-Stack skill. We had the UI design skill. It's just, skills are really good, man. They give your AI agent rules to follow within, which saves you the time of having to explain it yourself, which 9 times out of 10, you're probably going to forget to anyway. Man, we got 4 instances running and we're still waiting on these guys. All right, so far we've got 30 experiments completed on Duocode, which is pretty cool. 10 were around security hardening, 10 were around architecture, 10 were around infrastructure. And this is all based off of Opencode's open source code here. And I've just told it to look into the code and run 100 experiments. Whatever passes, whatever fails, leave it behind. Whatever passes, implement it. Just lets me have it running without me checking it all the time. It's pretty good. Verification skipped, API unavailable. Okay, this tells me that this is still happening right now. Verification is still getting skipped due to API failure. At least that's what it says in the UI. This is still broken. Make sure to push all changes live, including the repo. Look at any other branches. It's updates that need to be pushed as well. Had to leave if possible. Can you answer? Have you run into the issue of your agent doing a task and waiting for you to message for it to continue? And how did you fix this? I mean, that's just normal though. Like I said already, you can use Ralph Wiggum or like Auto Researcher to create loops where your agent just like continues working on shit. Obviously, it's not going to be as good as if you just handheld it yourself. But yeah, that's a very normal thing. And also, is that Sheldon dashboard something that the public can use? It will be eventually. I plan to monetize it for this challenge, Vibecoding until I make 100K. But yeah, there's still a lot of issues right now. So yeah. Let's create a little fun one. I'm gonna add one. What are those things called? Claude Pixel Workspace Office. What are people calling it? Like this. Pixel Art Visualizer. I'll probably get Codex on this one because I'm scared to use Claude. In the app factory for one of the pages, can we create a pixel art visualizer showing all the different agents and what they're working on and where in the office they are? I think we could split it up into like a bird's eye view, look at the inspiration image as a reference, but like a bird's eye view. And I think there should be like an office space, and there's different rooms have different meanings. For example, one room could be the review room, one room could be the ideate room, one room could be like the image generation room. And we have all these agents that are in specific rooms when they're being used for that task. And it would be a cool function to see them like walking to that room rather than teleporting there. And when they're not in use, I reckon they should be sleeping. So we should have a room full of beds and the agent is sleeping. And then when an agent or phase is activated and that agent needs to be used, the agent wakes up, walks over to the room and starts working. Nice. What are you using, Zach? Are you using Claude in the terminal? Would you ever hold a Q&A where people can ask questions? Yeah, join the Discord, bro. You can ask questions in the Discord, and there's people a lot smarter than me that'll help. And I'll try my best to help as well. I'm using Claude currently via Telegram due to work and have to travel. Yeah, you need to use Claude through the terminal in order to run Claude dangerously skip permissions. And then you can let it do things without you giving it permission. All 100 experiments complete. Plan mode, snapshot, undo, system, batch, executor, multi-edit, external. Okay. Please provide the branch and commit ID for codex to review. Should have probably done it on Codex, man. I regret running the experiments on Claude. Your job is to review our code base and make sure it works correctly. So I've just run 100 experiments through Claude Opus 4.6. And it has come up with a bunch of different changes to make. Can you please review and make sure that these are valid? There's no issues or any high level findings. Once you do that, create a prompt for me to send back to Claude so it understands what to change. Nice, it's working. It's gonna look so lame at the start. I already know. I might need to actually just start a new one. It's taking too long. Hey, Kathmandu, that's Nepal. That's where I'm from. All right. So there is a fix that we recently implemented due to the review phase relying on OpenRouter's API, and it would say API unavailable and would skip the review. So we have now implemented Codex CLI natively being pulled because, you know, it works just like I'm talking to you right now. However, after implementing these changes, I'm still getting this screenshot. So please look into the app factory and look into why this is still occurring, and please fix it. When did you first see money from your work, social media content, and your apps? I mean, money from social media probably started coming in maybe a month ago. Before then, I didn't see any money from my YouTube or my Instagram or anything like that. Money from my apps, literally on like the first few days of Vibecoding, you can see we already made like $1,200 or something like that from OreMiner, which was like this crypto trading platform. And if you look back earlier on, you can see like the type of posting that I did. There were days where all I'd do was just schedule like the next 10 days worth of content on the Twitter. So yeah, you can kind of look back there and see how I did it, but this is working now, which is great. What is the best way to make my abs show? Let's just see if it works. If I say hey now, Jesus. Okay, so this is cool. You can press show iterations and it'll go back and forth. See, I'm getting this issue with Codex. I am getting this issue with Codex in the Duo Code app. All right, refresh the dashboard. And click setup guide / play tool. Okay, let's do this. Factory status, your projects, idea queue, factory controls, activity log. Before the first run, so this is getting cut out a little bit. If I was to go full screen it doesn't get cut out. Okay. Before the first run, confirm every moving part, Xcode simulator, and API keys that power review, verification, and shipping. Items ready. Everything required is already configured. Nice. Dope. Yo, this is cool. So it's not letting me scroll, I've noticed. So let me just screenshot this. I noticed it won't let me scroll through the checklist. But this is very thorough and in-depth. That'll be good. I found you from your video showcasing the 13 skills for Openclaw a couple of weeks ago. Amazing video. Oh, cheers, bro. Appreciate that. Silly Led, what up? Chat was bugging out on me. Did we break YouTube, bro? Maybe the live stream broke YouTube. Okay, cool. Refresh. Go through the tour again. Next. Nice, there we go. Perfect. It's great. Shows. Nice. Okay, onboarding looking good. How's this looking? New office page has been added. Let's push the changes live. How's this going? I created one verification report artifact while reproducing the fix. I'm removing that generated file so the diff stays scoped to the actual code change. Cool. How's this going? Review still in place? Review findings? Not valid as is. I found 3 issues. Okay, so copy this back into here. Okay, we can probably archive this, I think. Okay, give me a prompt. Give me a prompt to send to the correct environment. Let's see if this works. Should be able to return the app factory now and see actual verification results. Okay, cool. That worked. Pixel Office. Refresh. Okay. I don't see the Pixel Office page in localhost. I hit my usage limit. No. I went too hard. Maybe I gotta upgrade. Claude GPT Loki doing numbers compared to Claude right now. I'll switch to Claude though. I wonder if Claude would have been better at implementing this. Pretty sure we used Codex more than Opus today. Which is not normal, to be honest. I feel like they've nerfed Opus. You did not? These motherfuckers lowered limit yesterday or something? Did they? Did they actually? Yeah, okay. I can see that. Dude, everyone's lowering limits these days, man. It's kind of annoying. Can you just implement... I don't want anything to break. Anything to break, just implement whatever's the repo that hasn't been added to the live yet, or vice versa. Yeah, I'm canceling my business seats, going back to multiple pluses, like plus plans. How big of a difference? Did they make an announcement about it? He hasn't posted in a while. Interesting. Let's run another 100/experiment. Experiments on the app and making sure all these new functions work. Normal functions. This is probably stuck on stalemate, so I should just pause it. Functions like saying hi aren't even working right now. So look into that, as well as codecs not working fully. As you can see in the image. So run 100 experiments testing the UI and UX, making sure everything works fine. I want you to test properly through the .dmg app, automating with rebuilds and everything. Hi, I sent you a message on Discord. Can you check it out? It's about a Vibecoding tool. All right, I'll have a look after the stream, bro. I saw it on YouTube today, so went and checked, and all codex limits are crippled. Damn. Bro, that's tough. He taking a sick leave? Sam Altman. That guy is less active recently, I've noticed. On X especially. It's funny because he talks so much shit about Elon, but he's there literally using his platform, which is X. It's kind of funny. It's like a little bro move right there. Is only added when the directory is not a Git repo with error, not inside a trusted directory. Happens even in Git repos that aren't in Codex's trust list. Geocode itself is the trust layer, so we should always skip this check. Nice. I created a Python script in Dallas that patches Victoria's file by extracting the office sections from Dallas and inserting them at the right spots. I don't talk shit about platforms nor Elon, despite what current modern politics say. Man, the political scene right now is crazy. Like, are people just forgetting about Epstein files and shit, man? Like, I swear people got away with a slap on the wrist, man. Okay, let me give this a refresh. Oh, we got the office. All right, moment of truth. Moment of truth. Hey. Okay. Not a bad start, but can we make it look a bit nicer? What do people call it on YouTube? It's like called the control. Maybe we can find it. Mission control. This one, I like this one. Let me take a screenshot of that. It's a good start, but can we add more gamification and make the bots look a bit more real? Here is a screenshot reference where, you know, all the bots are on the left-hand side. You can see they all have like their own kind of profile picture, which matches their actual character look. And yeah, I think if we can emulate the reference closer, it's got that more pixel art sort of vibe, then I think we're gonna be cheering. If I gave this a full screen, does it look different? It does look a bit better, but there's still a lot of overlap in the text. You can see in our current version, there is a lot of overlapping text. Things aren't necessarily fully clear. If we can create more like realistic pixel art, computer looking with desktops and cubicle offices, I think that'll look a lot cooler. Also, let's make these rooms a bit bigger to fit these individuals. I don't think we need to have these hover texts following the characters, like the little black boxes. I think that's taking up too much space, so we can just remove that entirely. People can see the details on the right, on the little right hand tab outside anyway. So the visualization should be more gamified and just aesthetically pleasing to look at. And the actual, because that's what we're aiming for here. We're not actually looking to make this like a usable function that people are going to be like, oh, what the hell? I can't tell where my orbit agent is. No, this is just to visually please users, aesthetically, to just see, okay, this is where the bots are, you know? It's like a nice top-down view, high level of where everything is and what they're doing. Hey, TozoTube, how you doing, bro? Been enjoying your content. Appreciate you, brother. You're streaming on many platforms, mainly just YouTube and on X. Those are the main two platforms that I stream on. Why do you ask? Continue with the experiments. Feel free to use Gemini to generate icons and characters. You have the API and credentials from App Factory. We can use the similar method to how we create nice icons and use that to make nice assets. I won't watch whatever you check chat most, then I come to hang out, haha. Yeah, I check mainly on YouTube, bro. Also on the Discord, you should check out the Discord, man. We have people in the co-vibing channel all the time, hanging out, talking to each other. Even right now, you can see we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people in our co-vibing channel, Vibecoding. It's interesting how it's 22 hours and 47 minutes ago, which seems to be exactly 3 minutes after I started my live stream. People were like, you know what? We're not going to watch Doopy's live stream. We're just going to start our own, which is, hey, all power to them. I'm not mad about it at all. That's the whole point of the Discord. So yeah, check out the Discord if you haven't already. If you want to meet like-minded individuals, super active community, very friendly, very helpful. Check it out. Okay. Yo, it moved. Good to see that it's working. Nova, no app pass. It's got Claude as a fallback if Codex fails, which we've just hit our rate limits on, so. The flute maxing song. Hey, we got more people in there now. All right, sprites are being served. Let me build the complete. Only thing is, Gemini doesn't create transparent background images. So I'm wondering if Codex would be better. read the claude.md file so you understand where things are and how this operates. But we have a lot of changes that we've made to the GitHub repo, which haven't fully shown in the dev server that we test it on, mainly because the dev server runs through a different endpoint. So can you just check what's on the GitHub repo versus what's on the dev server, and just make sure that they match correctly with all the new changes? We also might need to update the claude.md so that in future agents know where to submit changes so that they are visible in the dev server. How did you code educate your agent to make the website on your local host? What I mean is, how is it able to create a decent looking website? That's through skills. So there's two skills that I like to use. One is called UI UX design skill. Oh wait, I think it's UI UX max. This one, UI UX Pro Max skill. This is one skill that I like to use. You can see it's got 59,000 stars. So a lot of people like this one. And the other one that's really good is called literally Claude UI design skill. It's literally just called that. Or maybe it's called front end design. Yeah, maybe it's this one. Those are the two main skills that I like to use. Is it this one? I don't know if it's this specific one, but maybe I can find it in. This is this one right here. This was by the official Claude Code team. It's called front end design skill. And to get it, all you need to do is install these two commands right here, /plugin marketplace, and then /plugin install front end design at Claude. Yeah, I'll send the link in the chat. I don't know if it's gonna send, but I'll try. That's the link. And yeah, this is usually what I like to use. They're both good. I've hit my limit for Claude Code and for Codex. Looks like, just as expected, you can see that, yeah, they don't look amazing. But yeah, I think we can wrap the stream up here then. I've run out of limits. What's the Discord saying? Did anyone reply to me in the chat? You're not invited. It's funny. How many people we got in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people in the co-vibing chat. So what I might do is I might actually head over to the co-vibing chat now, end the live stream here, chill out in the co-vibing chat for a bit. So if you guys want to continue talking and make it a bit more collaborative even, jump on in the Discord in the co-vibing chat and I'll talk to you there for a bit. Peace. I'll catch you guys in the Discord. Peace out. Peace out. Peace out. Discord link is just in the description, so feel free to just join through there. But yeah, thanks for joining, guys. I'll catch you guys in there. Peace out.